Transformation is an important aspect of our society. In our industry in particular, economic transformation even more so, and it's becoming quite an important factor people are taking into consideration. I'm joined by Mark Davids of Motswedi, and he's going to unpack some of those dynamics for us. Mark, good afternoon.
Hi there, Chris. Good to chat to you. So, Chris, thank you very much for the time. One of the important aspects around transformation and economic transformation in asset management really starts with a level of concentration within our asset management industry. Right. One simply has to think about the biggest 10 asset managers in our country who manage approximately 60% of the entire long-term savings pool. So when we're talking about economic transformation, specifically around asset managers, what we are talking about is broadening the base. We'd like to see more asset managers coming into the industry, becoming mainstream players, and allowing for more competition. What I'd like to do, Chris, is to give that a bit more context, and I'd like to share a slide with you. So, Chris, what we've done is we asked one single question of the asset management industry in South Africa. How many asset managers are majority Black owned? And this was the slide that we essentially got from asking that question. And what you'll see on the very, very far right of the slide will be the traditional names. Those will be the Sanlams, the Old Mutuals, the Taquantas. These are large traditional asset managers who have done a transformation deal. But what you'll also see on the far left of the slide is some of the names of what we like to refer to as organically grown Black asset managers. These are the asset managers who were started by a Black entrepreneur who worked at one of those large corporates, branched out on their own, and started the entrepreneurial journey and created their own asset management business. And what we see, there's approximately 40 of these asset managers. And this, in our observation, is what economic transformation is all about. It's about bringing new asset managers into the industry, into the mainstream, to compete with some of the larger incumbent names that we are so used to engaging with. So bringing more asset managers into this asset management industry allows not only for the competition to become more active, but we also see the creation of new ideas, the innovation of new ideas which potentially have not been in the market before. And that's what we're looking forward to. And that's what we believe are what economic transformation is all about. Chris.
Mark, thank you very much. Interesting. I believe there's also some legislation changes coming about soon. I believe Kofi bill, if I'm not mistaken, coming down the track. What's going to be the impact on that, on our industry?
Thanks for that question, Chris. Very important. Kofi, so first of all, the Conduct of Financial Institutions Act is coming down the track. It's not yet been promulgated, i.e. not yet in law, but certainly all expectations are that it will be made into law, if not later this year or early next year. But what the expectation is, and one of the key aspects of that body of legislation, specifically when one looks at transformation, is that all financial services providers and retirement fund trustees will have to start thinking very clearly around their transformation strategy. What is the plan that they intend on putting in place? And this is a very important body of legislation. And the key reason for that is because there will be consequences if that idea or that thought process of transformation is not put in place. And I think that is a very big development that we are seeing happening in transformation legislation. I guess it's a case of the carrot has not worked. Potentially, we need to bring out the stick.
100%, I understand. Look, I think a lot of changes will be happening going forward. And because of that, I think it might be important for us to re-engage from time to time on this channel and just talk about, progress to date. So I look forward to doing that, and thank you for your time.
Excellent. Chris, thank you so much.